moment by moment. We'll keep checking back with you as you learn more. Melanie, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, joining us now with more on the political implications of the WikiLeaks document release are Fox News contributor Angela McGlowan and also the executive director of Democratic Gain, Alexandra Acker. Thank you both for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Hi, Shannon.
All right, Angela, let me start with you. I mean, there's a lot going on here in Washington. Lame duck is firing up. This administration has a lot it wants to get done. Now it's dealing with this whole WikiLeaks situation. How much of a distraction is this?
I think it's a big distraction. Some people say that this falls under the Fairness Act. Some people say that it's freedom of speech. But when it impacts our nation, when it impacts our national security, we need to put a stop to it. And I think whoever's leaking this to WikiLeaks, to have it out there, we have to do something about it.
Absolutely. And Alexandra, you know, this now pulls in so much of the State Department's resources. There's information in here that involves Secretary of State Clinton and many of our other administration officials. You know, these are diplomatic relationships that we work very hard for decades often to massage. Now we've got this information out there where we're talking about different countries and leaders. I mean, what does that do to U.S. relations?
Well, it's certainly not going to help. You know, this is just irresponsible, to say the least, and like Angela said, is endangering lives around the country. I do think that, unfortunately, it is going to be a pretty big distraction for the administration. Certainly, Secretary Clinton is getting ahead of the ball, as she should, and proactively contacting some of these leaders to backpedal if necessary or explain some comments as needed. But this couldn't come as a worse time as we're getting ready to bring the world community in on much more important issues, for instance, like the Korea crisis. Yeah,
and Alexandra, I mean, how do you think some of those conversations are going to be received? We know these phone calls and these contacts are being made to try to smooth things over and head off some things that are coming out of these WikiLeaks dumps. You know, what does it do when we try to soothe it over, but we know it's coming?
Right. I mean, the most you can say is at least Secretary Clinton is an excellent diplomat herself. She is kind of the epitome of a diplomatic personality, and perhaps will have fostered enough goodwill herself and President Obama over the last couple of years to be able to stem the tide.
But Shannon, this is a distraction, because even though she is a great diplomat, right now it's strength through power, power through strength. And if we're backpedaling, explaining some of the things that's in this document that's being leaked, it takes away from what we need to do dealing with North Korea. Now, we should never, ever take advantage or think that the White House is weakened from this standpoint. But if our Secretary of State has to go and backpedal and explain why certain things are in this document, it makes us look weaker. So I think that is going to be a distraction, and we need to put an end to it some way, somehow, by any means necessary.
All right, we are just now getting in from the White House some reaction from the press office there. I want to read you guys a little bit of this and get your reaction. It says, by its nature, field reporting, now we're talking about these diplomatic cables, field reporting to Washington is candid and often incomplete information. It's not an expression of policy, nor does it always shape final policy decisions. Nevertheless, these cables could compromise private discussions with foreign governments and opposition leaders. And when the substance of private conversations is printed on the front pages of newspapers around the world, it can deeply impact not only U.S. foreign policy interests, but those of our allies and friends around the world. Alexandra, how wide-ranging do you think this impact is going to be from these documents?
Yeah, I think that remains to be seen. We don't really know too much more about which countries and leaders are maybe implicated here. But certainly some of these relationships are so testy to begin with. And there are many countries in the Middle East, for instance, who do not want to be seen as having a friendly relationship with the United States, do not want to be seen as cooperating with us, or cooperating with us perhaps against one of their own in Iran. So this could really do some damage to ongoing discussions on very broad and important issues.
All right, Angela and Alexandra, we'll ask you to stick around. Panel, we'll hit another topic with you in just a minute. But first, the call for emergency talks to defuse the tensions in the Koreas is taking on new urgency as warships and missiles are deployed. And all of this against the backdrop of those WikiLeaks documents surfacing on the web. The very latest on these two big breaking stories. Up next.